Okay, here's Tom and Becky Wells, and they're going to tell us a little about their experiences here at Happy Trails. How long ago did you guys come to Happy Trails?
I think we came here just to visit back in 1999, and then, like so many others, we were given the 3-year idea that if you didn't buy in 3 years, you were in trouble, and so we did, and we purchased first a lot with an Arizona room, and now we're in a super wide over across from the town center. And a lot of people know where we are because we've worked with the CPR, and Becky puts out notebooks frequently. And we joined the club in 2005.
That's right. You guys didn't play pickleball the first couple of years, I recall.
Right. And Still don't play pickleball.
You guys have,
I hit the ball, but
you guys have improved so much in the years I've seen you playing. Because I saw you right from the start. I took the safety class from you, the AED, the CPR class, and so I saw you right from the start when you first started. You guys have improved a bunch. There's no doubt about it. And so,
thank you.
Let's hear more about what you've done for the club, because you two have done so much for the club over the years. And let's, Becky, what are some of the things that you guys did? Can you?
Well, back in the beginning, Larry Brandt pulled me in to be what he termed administrative assistant. I didn't want a title to do anything, so we got rid of the title, and I said, just give me what you want me to do. And because he came from an educational background, he was very organized in his mind, but he also was the #1 delegator of anything. And so what we did is we put together some notebooks for the secretary, for the vice president, the treasurer, and for the president. And in that, we incorporated an awful lot of things that Bob Lanius had already done, because we didn't need to reinvent the wheel. But those notebooks floated around for many, many years, and I don't know where they are now, because when I took over as secretary, I didn't get a notebook. But there's still a good job description out there that we had done. So I helped him with the fall and the spring tournaments, and also played a major part with him with a classic.
Yeah, you two, I know, organize all the safety people for all the tournaments that I've been to down here, and which has got to be a big job, because you have how many people for each tournament, probably?
When we do the classic, we have 2 people on duty at all times for both venues, both the town center and also the Cascade courts. And we've done it now for all of the other tournaments that have been around, including the nationals, but we have now retired from organizing that as of this year.
We're in trouble.
No, you've got good people.
We've turned it over to very good hands.
Very good hands.
Yeah, with Brian.
The club is so lucky to have you two doing stuff like this, and there's many other things you've done. What else have you got there, Becky, to talk about?
Well, Wayne Mugley used to do all of the tickets and all of the posters that were put up, and somehow I ended up with that job. Had nothing to do with being secretary. And so we've organized it and reorganized it and have that down so that it's a good check and balance on every ticket that's sold, and all of the money is accounted for. Not that it wasn't before, but there's a double check and balance.
In case anybody loses their ticket, we can always come up with a replacement ticket for it, because at this age we lose things.
Yes. Tom, tell us about the club working at the stadium, because I know you guys did that also. And
well, that was a massive undertaking, but we did come up with enough money to be able to redo the surfaces on courts 1 through 5 at Cascade, and that was a big project.
Very big project.
It was fun, but it was a lot of work, and probably the best was the Super Bowl that we did. And we didn't get to see much of the Super Bowl, but one of the cute things that happened was I was working with Becky. She did the cash register, and I was her gopher. And sometime around 4:30 in the afternoon, we had opened at 12:30, and sometime around 4:30 in the afternoon, there was a line of maybe 20 people in front of her cash register as well as everybody else's.
And they had been there since then.
Yeah, it had been constant changing over along the way. And so she turned to me and she said, "Is this halftime?" I said, "Becky, I don't know how to tell this to you, but we haven't started the game yet. The game starts in 2 hours."
Oh, that's funny.
So that was the kind of day. We sold out of everything.
Including cups.
Yes. And then they wouldn't sell beer because they didn't have the cup that was supposed to be given away with that. And it was very poor management on their part. We could have sold a lot more. But we did well, and we have 5 beautiful courts as a result of that. And our work doesn't seem to stop. This club is a working club, and we've added another court since then, and we're in the process of adding still another one. So if we had more property, we'd probably pave it with pickleball courts.
Yes, and thanks to people like you two, it gets done. And the club, I know, appreciates you two and your work, your hard work you've been doing. So, and I'm sure there's many other things you want to tell us about. Becky, is there anything that you want to finish with?
Well, I have worked with Art Gray, who was treasurer, and also with Chuck Kurt, and did all of the membership for the last, I think, 4 years, and also all of the classic data input. And I've retired from that also. So I guess our new goal now is to get some sponsorship for our club and get some corporate people on board to help us along the way. So that's our new project.
Sounds like a good one to me. Okay, Tom, how about, did you want to say anything else?
Well, just something about the club. I was social chairman this year and decided not to have a setup committee and not to have a cleanup committee, and just let it happen. And on the day before the fun tournament and on the day of the fun tournament, we just announced that we needed people at the ballroom at 2 o'clock to set up. And we had the tables set up for both fun tournaments about 6 minutes after 2. So that's what this group can do. They had 14 tables set up. There were tablecloths on them and decorations in both cases within just a few minutes after 2 o'clock. And at night, when it was time to clean it all up, they were all there to do that. And we sang and put things away. It was like a bunch of ants moving throughout the ballroom, and everything was done and it was clean, and we were out of there in about 20 minutes. So it was well done, and I congratulate the club. You're a hardworking group.
And Tom, let me say that I was particularly impressed the way you emceed the dance and the entertainment that evening. You just did a great job. I want to congratulate you on a super job.
Well, one thing I can do is talk, and that's all you have to do.